It's K97.5, Real Hip Hop and R&B. Your girl Royalty, Big T, not the little one. And I told you I had a special guest in the building with me today. I got K1.
Yo.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am doing fantastic.
Stunning.
Now, K1, this your first time in North Carolina?
Yeah, it is my first time here, I think. Yeah.
Hey, well, welcome to the city.
Thank you.
How has traveling been? I know you've been on the road a lot lately.
Yeah, it's been tiring, but it's good. I'm very grateful to be able to do all of this. So yeah, it's been good.
Now, we got to talk about this BET nomination you just got. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does it feel seeing that you are really just becoming this global star?
It's very overwhelming. Very surreal, but like I said, I'm just very grateful for it all, man. This is all I've wished for. So yeah, I'm just so grateful. I wake up every day and I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. So yeah.
And what could you say was the moment that it set in for you, like, wow, this is really happening now?
I think getting that BET nomination for real, yeah. That's when I was like, okay, I'm reaching places. People are taking me in. This is not just UK, like this is global. So yeah, definitely the BET was like, oh my goodness, I'm really doing this. And
can you walk us through like that moment? Because we hear about it and we hear the nominations, but what does it feel like to be sitting on that side and you get that call like, yeah, you just got nominated?
I think I was in the car with my sister and I saw BET International, the page, tagged me on Instagram, but because they have a separate page to the BET page, I didn't think it was real. I thought it was fake. And I was like, I don't know if this is legit. And I called my manager and I was like, is this for real? And she's like, I don't know. Let me call the team. And she called the team and they were like, no, guys, this is serious. This is for real. And I was in the car with my sister. My sister was screaming in the car. But yeah, no, it was just amazing, man. I just couldn't believe it.
Big shout out to you. That is a crazy accomplishment already. Also, Billboard gave you some love. Rookie of the month. It's like you were just like going in these heights. Just went on tour with Kehlani, the European leg of the tour. What was it like being on tour with Kehlani?
Amazing. She's incredible. I haven't seen many people perform live. She's maybe like one of maybe 5 people I've gone to see live.
Wow.
Yeah. I haven't seen many live shows, but she's amazing, man. I took so much from her. She gave me so much knowledge. She's a great person to have around, just a great friend to have around in the industry. Obviously, she's been doing this for so long, and she's got so much knowledge to give out. But it was amazing. It just made me realize that I really can do this, and that I'm ready to do my own show. So yeah, I'm excited for them.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah.
Now, we are going to get back to, you working with Kehlani, how that happened, of course, Worst Behavior, but I want to backtrack just a little bit. What got you started in music to begin with?
It kind of just happened naturally, man. I've got a super musical family. My dad used to be a DJ back in the day.
Oh, that's cool.
But that was before I was born. I got 2 older sisters. They love R&B, love hip-hop, love all that type of stuff. My mom is tone deaf, but she loves music. She's super like neo-soul kind of girl. Jill Scott, Mary J. Blige, Erykah Badu, all of that stuff. So I had a super musical household growing up, which was important for me. And I feel like that shaped me into going into music. But yeah, I used to play football, soccer back in the day. And then I got offered a scholarship to go to Canada for like 4 years when I was like 15 or 14. But I was like, it's either... I think that's when I started making music a little bit. So I was like, I don't know whether I want to go and pursue football or whether I want to pursue music. And I was just like, nah, I think it's going to be music. I also didn't want to leave my family and go to Canada for 4 years at the age of 15, 16, So I was like... That didn't really seem like an option. So yeah, I just carried on with music, and then I went to a college called East London Arts and Music when I was 16, and that's where it all changed for me. Like I walked in there on like the, I don't know if you guys call it the same thing, like an induction day, like where you go before you go to school or college and you see what it's like and see the facilities and stuff. So as soon as I went there, I was there with my dad, and as soon as I walked in, I was just like, whoa. This is amazing. Like they've got studios, the teachers are amazing, the students are amazing. And as soon as I went there, I could just be myself and just be unapologetically me and have just the most amount of creative freedom as possible. So yeah, I think 15, 16 is where it all like really sunk in for me, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Oh, that is so dope.
Yeah.
And now fast forward, we're here,
Exactly.
touring BET, Billboard.
Crazy.
That is crazy. Also with your sound, for those which I don't know how they couldn't have heard you by now, but if they haven't heard you by now, your sound is very bold, but at the same time it's R&B, but at the same time it's real commanding. What do you feel like shaped that sound?
I think my personality in general shaped it. Very quiet, but I'm very confident at the same time. I'm very confident in myself, and how I give myself out to other people. I'm very confident like that. I've always been like this. I've always dressed very masculine, and I get that from my mom. Like, she's just given me the most amount of freedom to just be myself.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, absolutely. Me and my sisters, like, both my mom and dad have always just been like, as long as you're happy, go and do what you want to do, you know? So yeah, I owe a lot to my family for being so supportive and just letting me be me, which is just let me be my confident self. So yeah, I think that translates into my music for sure.
Oh, that is so dope. And I do wonder, you know, when your parents hear your music, like, for example, Do What I Say, do they listen to it and they're like, oh, you know?
They definitely do. My mom was in the house when I was making that song. And I remember her, I remember her coming upstairs and knocking on my door and be like, this sounds great. They're my biggest fans, man. My whole family is my biggest fans. I remember playing Do What I Say to my sister. I gave her the headphones and let her put it on, and she was just like, oh, after every line, you know. But nah, they love it. They love it. They're like I said, they're my biggest fans. So yeah, it's cool.
That is so dope. Yeah, and I know she probably jumped at the fingernail line. You know,
Exactly.
I was like, okay,
Exactly.
okay. But I like that. So, what do you want fans to get when they hear your music? What do you want them to feel?
I just want them to know that I'm doing me, and I'm not changing. Like, I'm just staying true to myself. I love this music, and I hope that translates to my audience as well. But at the same time, it's like, if you don't like it, that's okay as well. Not everything is for everybody. But I think the biggest thing is just like, just know that I'm staying true to myself for real, and I'm just doing whatever I want to do. So yeah.
And it's clearly been working. So there's that. It's stamped, all right? The nominations speak for itself.
Absolutely.
Now, getting back to this collab with Kehlani, Worst Behavior, I remember when I first seen the music video come across my TikTok, I said, hold on, wait a minute, what is going on here? In the best way, though. So how did that collab with Kehlani happen?
We have known each other for maybe like a year or two now. We've got mutual friends. Destin Conrad is one of our mutual friends. And I was working quite closely with him in 2023, I think it was. We went to Mexico and did some stuff for his project. And then she followed me on the gram, hit me up and was like, yo, you're sick, we need to work. And then obviously I was on Close Off on her mixtape While We Wait 2. But I already had that song. I had written that song at home. And she was like, I need something super sexy and R&B. And I was like, I've got something, but you need to keep me on there. So she jumped on that, put that on her tape. And then after I dropped Worst Behavior, she hit me and was like, you guys, this is going off. Like, you need to capitalize on this. I think you guys should do a remix with somebody. And I was like, well, perhaps you would be a great option. And she was like, absolutely, I'll do it. She sent me her verse back within like 2 days or something.
Nice.
She's super quick. Yeah, she's super quick. Sent me her verse back, and the rest is history, man. Yeah.
And now we got a hit and
Exactly.
also got this crazy music video.
Yeah.
Honestly, were you nervous at all, like filming that video with her? Because y'all was close.
Yeah. No, not at all, man. It's super natural between me and Kay. Like, we knew we had to get the job done. Yeah, it was super cool. We were both hanging because that was the day after the London show on the tour. So we got very drunk the night before. There was an after party and stuff, so we got very drunk. So that morning was definitely rough. But we just got the job done, man. It was fun. It was a really, really good shoot.
Hey, yeah, it was. It was a great video. Love the video. Love the song. All right, we're going to get into that a little bit later. But you do have a project that is dropping this summer. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's called With All Due Respect. It drops on June 20th. I'm doing it as an A-side, B-side situation. So the A-side drops June 20th. That consists of about 9 songs. And then the B-side will drop later on in the year. I didn't go into making it with like a specific story or concept in mind. It's just a body of work that I really, really love, a bunch of songs that I'm really passionate about and that I hope other people will love as much as me, man. I think I've realised when I make music that I'm not 100% in love with, that translates to the audience as well. So yeah, I just want to move with love and passion from here on out. It's definitely quality over quantity for me. So yeah, man.
So excited to hear that. I love the A-side, B-side thing. I love that. I feel like that's so creative. And I do want to ask, it's one of my favorite questions to ask artists, especially because you produce, you write, you sing, all that. So if we were to hit the studio right now, if I was to say, you know what, forget this show for today, let's go to the studio, let's record something. What does a studio session look like with Kehlani?
I think I'm actually allergic to professional studios.
Oh.
I make 90% of my music in my bedroom.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I got my laptop, my cheap little £90, $100 interface, my 2 speakers. My left speaker's been blown for about 2-3 years, I swear. My microphone, and that's it. Like, spliff in the ashtray, and that's me, literally. Yeah, man, I love working in my bedroom, in my safe space, you know? So, yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. And I think that's really inspirational for like other artists because everybody feel like, you know, you have to have the best like studio and that is really dope. Now, before we wrap things up, I do also want to ask you, who is someone else that you're looking to collab with? Like if you had a dream collab, and you can give me a list of people.
Pharrell.
I can see that.
Pharrell. Yeah.
And more Pharrell.
Yeah.
And Pharrell.
He's my GOAT, man. I would love to do some stuff with him. Not even just a song. I'd love to really lock in and like definitely do like a project with him for sure. I just think that he's incredible. He thinks outside the box. He never tries to conform to anything that's going on in the current moment. Like he's just my top spot for everything, man. Absolutely love Pharrell.
You know what? I can see that, and I'm claiming it for you, okay? I'm claiming it for you. We're going to see this happen. K1 and Pharrell. I see it happening. Now, before we get into words of behavior, is there anything you want to tell the fans? Also, plug yourself and let them know where they can follow you.
Yeah, obviously, With All Due Respect comes out June 20th. Super excited about that. You can find me everywhere at K1 Way across everything. That's KWN WAY.